Hello, right, this one is all to do with functions. Now we're going to there's three kinds of functions that we work with. Single functions or multiple functions and inverse functions. I'm not going to do inverse on this one. So what is a function? What's all this about? So in the lower level type of things, we have a function machine. Say we're going to multiply by 3 and add 2, and we stick a number into the input. So we stick 5 in, yeah, and out pops the answer based on this function machine. So this would be put 5 in there, multiply by 3, which is 15, and then add 2, and out would pop 17. If we put 4 in, we put times 3 is 12, and add 2 is 14. So that's basically what a function machine. But in the higher maths, it's written like this: the function of x. And x is all this. What's going on? The function of x is 2x plus 1. So this function machine would be, simplistically, it would be times 2 add 1. And so we're going to put we're going to put a number in to the machine, and out will pop an answer. And so this function is 2x plus 1, and we want to know the value of function 5. So instead of the x, which could be anything we're going to put in there, we're going to put 5 in. So what we do, we take the 5 and we put that in where the x is. And so we have 2 times 5 plus 1, and that will equal 11. So that's it, that's the way it's written. We can have a function machine or a function which could be 5x plus 3. And what's the value of 4? Oops, 4, when we put 4 in there. So you put 4 in there in place of the x, so you do 5 times 4 plus 3. 4 5s are 20, plus 3, it will equal to 23. It can get slightly more complicated, so we can have f to the x. To the x. So hang on. Make sure we get all these. F to the x could be equal to 3x squared. This is always given to you, yeah. And what's the value of f to the 2? 2. So we're going to stick 2 in there. So that will be 3 times 2 squared plus 1, which is 4. 3 4s are 12, plus 1 is 13. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's happy with just putting those in there. We could have make it, put a fraction in there. So we could have f to the x is 3 with 2x plus 5. And what's the value of f to the 7.5? So you just put 7.5 in there. So this would be 3 over 2 times 7.5 plus 5. Well, that's 15 plus 5 is 20, so you get an answer of 3 over 20. That's all you're doing. Now, slight twist on that is that if we have the function of x, and we'll say that that equals 2x plus 1, a lot of repetition here with these functions, and we can have solve the function of x equals 19. So 19 is the output of that function. So all we need to do is put 19 is equal to that function, and what we're doing, we're finding out what the input is. So we've got our function machine here, which is times 2, and then the next bit is plus 1, and we know the output is 19. So basically we're trying to find out what x is, the input. So here 19 is 2x plus 1, so take away 1, 18 equals 2x, divide by 2, and 9 equals x. So when we put 9 into it, we do 9 times 2 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So we're working out what the input is when we know the output is 19 there. We can have another example of this. A function of x is equal to 5x plus 3. And we can have solve for, I don't know whether I've written those down. Solve, I don't know, for f is 33 or 33, we'll do that one, yeah. So 33 equals 5x plus 3. Take away 3 is 30 equals 5x. Divide by 5, so 6 equals x. Okay, that's single functions. Whether you're finding what the x number is, or whether you're putting a number into the function to find out what the result is, the output, or whether you've got the output there and you've got to find out what the input is. And right now functions get somewhat a little bit more complicated, so we can have 2x plus 1 again, and this time we're going to have a g, right? So we've got g equals x squared plus 1. So we've got two functions. Now what we're going to find out is here a compound or double function, yeah? Find out what x is. Now you always do the inside bit first, yeah? Now we can't do the inside, the g first. We can't find out what x is there. So what we do is we put, what this is merging the two functions together. So you take that function and put it in place of the x in the f function. So you have x squared plus 1. That's the g bit that's gone inside the f, and then you've got the 1. So expand the brackets. 2x squared plus 2 plus 1 is 2x squared plus 3. And we can do it the other way around, g to f. And this time we would put this, the f, into the g. So we're doing it again from the inside out. So we're going to write the g with the f inside. So this is going to be 2x plus 1. There's the f bit. Going to put it inside the g bit, and then the 1 at the end. So when you've got this squared, you need to write this out twice. Plus 1. And FOIL this. So this becomes 4x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 1 plus 1. So we can tidy this up to be 4x squared plus 4x plus 2. It's a quadratic equation, yeah? A quadratic equation, okay? Next one up, let's write two functions. So the function of x is equal to x squared plus 4, and the function of g is equal to 2x plus 1. So what's the solution to this? So inside first. So we're going to put the inside into that one. So this is 2x plus 1 squared plus the 4 now and then. So write this out twice. 2x plus 1 to do the square, and 2x plus 1, and then add the 4 on the end, and do the FOIL to expand these brackets. They're quadratic. 4x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 1 plus 4. So we've got 4x squared plus 4x plus 5 in this instant. There you go. So let's do another one. So to the x equals 5x plus 3, and the g is the x equals 3x plus 1. Now the first thing to do really is just expand this, 3x plus 3, then we're all right with that. And so the question for this one is, what is fgx? And so we put the g inside the f. So this will be 5 times the g bit and plus a 3 from the f. So expand, and then tidy up, collect like terms, 18. Right, f to the x equals 2x plus 1, and the function of g is equal to 3x minus 2. So let's have a look to see what fg is. So we put the g inside the f. So 2 times 3x minus 2, and then plus 1 from the f. So 6x minus 4 plus 1 is 6x minus 3. And let's have a look. Another one is f. This time slightly different. This one is equal to 2x plus 5, and the g to the x is equal to x squared minus 5. Now what we're going to do with this one is find fg3. So instead of an x in there, we've now got a number. So we do the inside first, so we've got to plug the number 3 in there. So g to the g to the 3 is going to be equal to 3 squared minus 5, which is 9 minus 5, which equals 4. So now we take the 4, which is the result of the g function, and put it in the f. So the fg function altogether is 4, isn't it? Yeah. So put 4 in there. So this is 2 times 4 plus 5. 8 and 5 is equal to 13. Yeah, so that's the whole thing is equal to 13. Got some couple more examples. These are quite good actually. I'm not doing inverse functions. Not in this video anyway. 2x plus 1 and gx equals x squared plus 1. So I want to solve this. It's quite complicated, this one. 2fg x equals gf x. Right, so there's a lot more to do in this one. So let's find what gf x is first over here. So we put the f into the g. So this will be 2x plus 1 squared plus the 1. So 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 plus 1, 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 plus 1 is 4x squared plus 4x plus 2. That is the the G bit. Now, the FG, oh, the GF bit, that's this bit. The FG bit, so we put the G into the F. So we go 2 times x squared plus 1 plus 1. So that's 2x squared plus 2 plus 1. And now we're going to multiply everything by 2. Yeah? This 2 up here, yeah? So that gives us 4x squared plus 4 plus 2. So that's 4x squared plus 6. Now we can bring this one down, equals this one, 4x squared plus 4x plus 2. Subtract a 4x squared from both sides, and we've got 6 equals 4x plus 2. Take away 2 from both sides, 4 equals 4x. Therefore, x equals 4. Yeah, that's good. Like that one. Last one for this little video is this one. Is 2 squared. Oh no. Let's come back. I forgot to write the x. 2x squared plus 3, and the g function is the square root of 2x minus 6. So let's find g 21. So we're going to, first of all, we're going to just find, never mind about the f's, yeah? Just going to put 21 over there in there. So this will be g to the x equals the square root 2 times 21 minus 6, which is the square root of 42 minus 6, square root of 36, and 6. Okay. Now find GF to the x. So GF to the x. So what we do is we put the f inside the g. So we've got that big square root thing there, and the g bit there is 2, and then this comes from the f, 2x squared plus 3, and then the minus 6 at the end. So expand the brackets, 4x plus 6 minus 6 square root. So 6 and 6 cancel each other out, so all we've got is the square root of 4x squared. You could separate this as in surds, which will just give you the square root of that is 2, and the square root of that is x. Yeah? And that's it for the surds video.